Hey everybody, welcome to JP Squared. That's our talk show, and we just talk about random stuff. And there's another person here.
What's up? How's it going? I'm Crazy Nate.
He's here helping out because we are so out of it when it comes to Pixar things.
Yeah.
And we needed somebody who's grounded in...
We need someone crazy about it, and
that's a good word
with the name Nate, and he was both those things.
Perfect.
I'm crazy. I'm not sure how into it I am, but we'll give it our best.
Oh no, you gotta just go with it, man. But you are Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. We got the right one.
And on certain days, I'm crazy.
Okay. So we'll see. You're not crazy right now? You're not going to be crazy?
We'll see. Crazy's inconsistent.
Okay.
Maybe we'll say his trigger word at some point, and he'll bring out the crazy.
We'll find out.
We'll see. We'll find out what makes him tick.
Wasn't Toy Story 4 supposed to happen already? Like originally it was supposed
Originally
to take
by
place
now was it
during
supposed
Coco? It was supposed to be next month.
It got moved a few times.
Yeah, it got moved more than once.
Yeah, I know because I said a certain date in one of my videos, and now it's wrong.
It's wrong. Haha. June 16th, 2017. It's supposed to be over.
It would have been, yeah.
In this version of reality, in that universe, we already know what happens in Toy Story 4. We've seen it.
Right.
But in this universe where we're living right now, it's Cars 3. So we know what happens in Cars 3, but we don't know about Toy Story 4, so that's what we're going to talk about.
Right. When I first heard, Toy Story 4, I think my reaction was just like, why? Like, what?
I think that was most of the world's reaction. It was like, what? Yeah, what? Why?
It's like,
and everybody's reasoning is because 3 ended so well. And that's true.
Well, and also, what else can you do? Like, so you have a kid
Right.
that has toys, and he grows out of the toys, then he passes them on. Now what? Are we going to repeat the whole thing over again?
Start again.
Where she outgrows the toys and she passes them on?
Right. And that's, I think that's what a lot of people think maybe will happen. But from what we know, from what they said online, is that it's not really about the humans at all. It's about, it's more of a love story with Bo Peep, who wasn't in Toy Story 3. So bring her back. She's a character that people liked in the older ones. And what, do you not like Bo
Sorry,
Peep?
what is this where I put up the safety pin trigger?
Oh no, Bo Peep?
Yeah, so I'm not a fan of Bo Peep, personally.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
she maybe gets a total of 10 minutes on
Yeah.
screen ever.
Yeah, I didn't like her from the first one. I thought that, first of all, do you want to hear my opinion on Bo Peep? I don't want to
If we don't like it, we'll cut it out.
Okay.
And you'll never be a guest star again.
Yeah, so I didn't really care for her because the first time she sees Buzz Lightyear show up in his fancy costume, bam, Woody who? I found my moving buddy, bye, And then when Woody's on the other side and, hell on earth, in the toy torture chamber, he's like, help, and she's like, bye, no
I mean, she's
no
reluctant.
faithfulness.
Like, it's not like she
But even Slinky was more dedicated
he was
as the best bud. He's like,
yeah.
Slinky was
but I
more
want to
different.
believe you, but I can't, And she was like, no, I don't believe you. She just walked off, And
Right.
then Jessie, a lot of people say, well, Jessie is probably like his sister. They don't make it. They had a cartoon scenario there, and it wasn't going to be like Woody and his sister. It's obviously Woody and his girlfriend or whatever. So they're designed to be together, but. That's my opinion.
That's not how it works.
I know. So it's definitely not going to be what happens in Toy Story 4.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't go
Jessie
with
and Buzz are.
Jessie and Buzz.
like that.
Jessie and Buzz forever.
Right.
I'm sure I'm going to lose some subscribers over that.
Well, if they're not here already, then
The thing with 4 is I just like I just can't put together any kind of story in my head. Like,
I hope we're all shocked.
I
wow, that was.
I want the
awesome.
first trailer to come out and me like, yeah, I want to be like, oh, like this is what the movie's gonna be. Cool. Like,
Yeah,
and I can't even foresee anything in my head.
well,
A love story with Bo Peep, I'm like, well, what? Like, I don't know. I don't really care about that.
Right.
So there's two things I have to say to that. One, if it's anything like the Toy Story 3 trailer, and where I can't watch it without hyperventilating a little bit, then I think I'll be okay. But secondly, if you want to try and imagine what it'll be like, the writers are Rashida Jones. Ann Perkins is going to be literally the best writer of the show. But see, I don't know what else she wrote, but she's in Parks and Rec. And Will McCormack, right? That's how you say his name?
Yeah, I think so.
He wrote some of The Office, right?
Did he? I can't remember, but
Wikipedia said that.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia
But
said
no,
that.
yeah, I know.
So
But
Office,
Rashida Jones, yeah. I
So
mean,
if it's Office and Parks and Rec, then maybe it's an Office, Parks and Rec Toy Story.
Well, then at that point, who would they be targeting the audience for? Are they still looking to hit kids, or are they like, hey, let's get all the people that grew up with Toy Story that are all older now, and let's target towards them, even though it's a kid's movie?
right. I hope it's not just that. Like,
that they're trying to get that same demographic.
Like, all the college kids that loved Toy Story 3, like, let's give them the next movie
thing
like
that they're doing.
Yeah.
Right, that Toy Story won't be for kids. I'm most excited about Toy Story 4, even though I'm worried that it'll steal some of the magic from the trilogy, or that I'm worried that it just won't be as good. In my mind, Toy Story 3 is a 99%, where 2 and 1 are 100. Like, they're just as good as a movie can get.
Right.
Toy Story 3 has a couple little things that are just like, no.
Like, Toy Story 1 and 2 are perfect. I couldn't even, like, think of anything I would change. But in Toy Story 3, I could probably think of some stuff I would change.
Sure.
They are in
I'll
the
agree.
same place for, like, most of the movie. Yeah. And, I like seeing a lot of different locations. It's nighttime for almost most of the movie. I like seeing a little more color and light.
The reason that 3 is a little tiny bit not as high up in my book is because it has the only character in all of Toy Storydom that I don't like, and it's Trixie. And she's confirmed for Toy Story 4.
Right.
I don't think she's that funny of a character. I don't think the voice kind of annoys me, but I'm sorry, she's a real person. That's a real voice. But yeah, so like I just don't find that character very funny.
I think in the right comedic structure, her voice is kind of funny and other stuff she's done.
Yeah.
But as Trixie, it just comes off as annoying, I think.
Well, you just think she's coming off as annoying. So
Bless her heart, she never gets played with as a dinosaur either.
I know. Yeah.
So the one thing that does worry me a little bit about Toy Story 4, like just kind of afraid of like the quality that it might be, is during the I don't know what Academy Awards it was it like last year's or the year before, but there was a little skit they had with Buzz and Woody because it was for like the
20th anniversary. It was 2015. And so that year the Academy Awards, Buzz and Woody came and presented the animation award.
Right. And they did this little bit with each other, and it was not funny, and they basically just kind of like they started like kind of teasing each other and like and mimicking each other, and it was really like dumb humor. I mean, it was just really silly and like cartoony, and
they didn't really fit their characters.
It's just it didn't really.
Buzz and Woody were teasing each other and making fun of each other, and like Buzz jumped on Woody's back at one point into like that's not something Buzz would do. Yeah,
so, even just the animation looked weird. Like it was too cartoony. Even in like some of like the shorts that came after like in
Toy Story That Time Forgot. That's pretty.
Yeah, Toy Story That Time Forgot. I didn't think it was that great. It was probably my least favorite short because again, Trixie was like the main character.
It's about Trixie.
But I really noticed when I was watching that one, like it got very cartoony in some parts. Like the parts where Woody and Buzz are trying to fight that giant, and he's like swinging at them, and they're doing all these like really cartoon. And I just remember looking at that like, this looks like it just looks different. Like it's not. I don't know, the Toy Story I think of, like, I don't remember, like, I just don't picture them moving around this way. It looks weird to me, like a Saturday morning cartoon, and so I'm afraid it might have a little more of that.
One thing I hope with all the advertisements, I hope to make custom clips that aren't actually in the movie for the ads.
Oh, yeah.
Like they do with Monsters University.
Yeah.
That's good, because, like, a lot of times in the commercials, you get, like, the best punchline of the movie in the trailer. And then, like, when you're in the movie, you're like, oh, yeah, I remember the scene. Ready, 3, 2, 1. That's funny.
And it gets everybody to laugh that didn't see that trailer.
Yeah, and then you know who saw the commercials. Yeah. But it just takes a little bit of that. Like, you're constantly doing this in the movie with your excitement levels. And it does dip it down a little bit because then it pulls you out of the story a little bit, I feel. So
I'd agree, but I don't know if Pixar makes their own trailers or if they have an agency do it for them.
Yeah.
Most movies do that. They have somebody else edit their trailers, so.
And a lot of it just depends on what's completed at that time, too.
That's true.
Because a lot of times they're still making the movie. Like, they're advertising the movie and it's not even done yet.
Right.
And
that's got to be stressful.
Yeah. No pressure.
Speaking
You're stressed getting your YouTube video up. Imagine Pixar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, now, if you want to talk about pressure, John Lasseter is no longer the director. He dropped out, and we don't know why exactly, but now it's Josh Cooley?
Probably because his time is gold.
Josh Cooley.
Yeah.
There is a stressful job.
Yeah.
Making Toy Story 4, following up Toy Story 2 and 3 and 1.
And John Lasseter's footprints.
Right. Like, he started it out, and now you just got to finish.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, he invented the golden goose, or the goose that laid the golden eggs for Pixar. And then Disney obviously owns Pixar. So now Disney's like, wait a second. Pixar videos are like up here, and Disney videos are kind of like trying to get there.
They're getting there.
So a lot of these movies that we really enjoy that came out from Disney, John Lasseter wasn't the director, but he was an advisor on the film, and giving
It
out
has
tips.
his
Yeah, it has his energy. Yeah, so he's
John Sprinkles.
yeah, he's shaping these other directors into his brain.
So Josh, I know you're watching because it's cool to be talked about on the internet. Good luck. I really do wish you the best of luck. And
We want you to succeed.
yeah.
Yeah.
I really want you to succeed. Not just because I'm the world's biggest Toy Story fan, but even if it's not as amazing as my favorite movies of all time, but it's just a solid movie, then I'll be happy because I get to go to the theater with my kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's why I'm excited. So even if it's bad, it'll still be really great. So now shoot for really great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, don't take advantage of the love we have.
right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You can go check out Crazy Nate's channel, and you can even check out his second channel if you really.
Yeah, if you're that crazy.
Can you even handle it? Or you know what? Watch some more of our videos as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
In the meantime, stay hydrated and share a smile.
They are contagious.
Bye, guys.
Bye.